Hello, friends. Today's topic is layoff again. Let's rant.
I recently lost my job due to the cuts that Trump did within the federal government, right? No worries. We're not tripping over that. You want to know why? Because we have God, which means we have a solid foundation and our home has been built on the rock. Understand, for anybody out there that's going through hard times, and I know there's a lot of federal employees that got laid off. Remember this, just keep this in mind. God has a plan for you. God has a plan for us all. Please do not give up. Do not give in. Continue to lean on God. You have a shoulder to lean on. You don't have to figure this out all alone. Just trust the process. Trust the process, smile, enjoy your family, enjoy the time you have with your family. Even go see a movie. God is painting a new picture in your life.
Well, this was a pretty good weekend until this evening. 7:15 tonight, I get a phone call that I have been terminated, and my whole department has been terminated because of our support of Doge and Donald Trump. This is extremely devastating for me and my family. I am the primary supporter for my family, and I feel so terrible for my team members. We had a very important and crucial department. We were so close to actually finding Sally selling seashells by the seashell shore. And if Sally was selling seashells by the seashell shore, then where were the seashells that Sally was selling? And now we may never know. And I don't think that we will ever find Sally selling seashells again. And that's so devastating. We have to do better.
This is exactly the point. Many people choose to be federal employees and not go in the private sector for a variety of valid reasons, which is why the illegal removal of these employees is serious. Oftentimes, people choose to be a Fed because of the stability. They might take a huge pay cut, but many of the benefits and the stability outweigh the salary. Whereas in the private sector, you might have a much higher salary, far less benefits, and far less job stability. So it's about what you choose. Just like an employee versus an independent contractor. As an independent contractor, you might be in charge of your own insurance and in charge of your own benefits, but you might make a lot more money. Whereas an employee, that's more guaranteed for time off and insurance and benefits and things like that. I know it is different in other countries, but this is how it is in America, and particularly with the federal government. And again, this is not addressing the issue of government waste or bloating or anything like that. That's not the conversation. What we're talking about is the illegal termination of these employees.
Today I found out that I lost my job. Ever since Donald Trump became president, he was making everyone lose their jobs. And today, I found out it was me. I was one of the thousands and thousands of people who lost their jobs. I was doing a study, a federal granted job. I was doing the study for wheels. Yes, wheels. If, in fact, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and we almost had an answer, but my federal funds were cut, and we'll never know. What I'm going to do is try to post for that other job. It's still out there posted. It's a study of fish and aquatic life. And if fish actually shit in the water, that seems like a good study and a good job. And we'll see. I'm going to go and apply for it.
2025 is starting to be tough for some people. How is this year so far treating you? Comment down below. Let's continue.
I lost my job on Monday. No, I'm not a federal worker. I worked in healthcare and I work from home. This is not a small company. This is a company like United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Don't want to really specifically name my company, but yeah. So some of these healthcare companies depend on government subsidies to keep things going for their members. And my company was one of those. Back in November, right after the election, we had a meeting and they told us like, hey, we might be doing some layoffs and some terminations. However, we don't know yet. We're playing it by ear. Well, the day after the inauguration was the first meeting. If you received that email, you were let go. So people lost their jobs. I'm not sure how that was picked, because some people that got to stay had issues like were not hitting their metrics, and some people that left had no issues whatsoever. But they have said that they have not received any unemployment, anything of that nature. Now, with me, they told me I was eligible for unemployment. I'm not sure how that's going to work, since the people who's been gone since January said they ain't received a dime. A little context to this is I started this job back in March of 2024 and was in training until June of 2024. And they told us that, hey, after you've been here for 1 year, you're going to start doing some of the harder work, working in some of these government systems where you're going to have to get approved to even use these systems and things of that nature. It was all a lie. From June 2024 until like November 2024, I was trained on everything within my department. And by December of 2024, I was being required to hit all the metrics for everything within my department. On top of that, I was also selected every single time for every pilot that was sent out for us to try things out while still doing my job, while still hitting my metrics. And yeah, these are the same things that people that have been there for 5+ years, they're doing it. And they're expecting us to have 100% doing it. Said all that to say this is not to scare you. This is just telling you to be proactive. Once they told me that it was possible layoffs happening, I went and updated my resume. I started applying for different positions. The same day that I got let go, I had an interview that day because I had already been applying. I'm not sure if I got the position or not. No, I'm not a big creator, so I don't get paid a lot of money off of here. This will be my first actual whole month in the creator program. I've never been in the program for a month yet. So I am prayerful that I'll find something else, but until then, y'all will just be seeing my face because I can't let the depression and stuff kick in. I have to keep going. So I'm encouraging all of you all to do the same. Everybody who's lost your job, everybody whose job is in jeopardy, keep pushing. We got this.
21 years old. I worked in corporate banking for almost, next week it'll be 2 years. So if you guys can tell, I have a little bit of fear on me right now. I have a little bit of a transparent vlog for you guys today. I woke up this morning and there was a meeting on my calendar with somebody I've never met. Immediately started to freak out. I was not intending to go into the office. As you guys can tell, I'm dressed and ready to go into the office right now. My face isn't done. I didn't pack a lunch. I packed my water, grabbed my work bag, ran out the door. I'm about to hop in this meeting. It's 9:58. My meeting's at 10. There's one person on my team before me and she's gone. Yeah. I just got laid off. Well, no more 21-year-old in corporate banking vlogs for a while. Now it's day in my life as a 20-year-old recently laid off corporate banking job. It is on God's hands. I'm gonna be okay. My whole team did get laid off. We're all gonna be okay. And I'm gonna share this entire journey with you guys. That's the only thing getting me through this right now.
I just lost my job. Surprise! I say this to say that shit things happen in life. Very shit things. Your entire life could literally fall apart. Your health could fall apart. Your relationship could fall apart. Your career, your job, the thing that literally makes you survive, pay your bills, etc. could fall apart any second. And I'm not saying that to scare the shit out of you. I'm saying that because it's a part of fucking life. But the most important part that you guys need to get a gist of is, even though when I just lost my job nearly, 2-3 hours ago, I had a lump in my throat and I wanted to cry, my first thought that came into my head, which I'm so grateful for, was the fact that this is happening for my highest good. This is happening for a reason, untold, unbeknownst to me. And because I now have this mindset, I start thinking about the what ifs, right? It's a human thing. Naturally, you start thinking, what if I don't have any money? What if I can't find another job? What if I can't pay my bills? What if I can't go on that holiday that I've been wanting to go on? But I had to stop myself and start thinking, well, what if I do make more money? What if my business skyrockets? What if my TikTok just goes viral? What if my YouTube just skyrockets and now I'm making money and I'm monetized. These what ifs, these positive what ifs, is what's going to keep you sane in these situations. So when you find yourself in situations like this and life is shit, okay, because it happens, it's happening for your highest good. There is reasons, there is understandings that you yourself do not even understand yet. And the one way I can explain this to you and prove it to you is by the fact that you had situations 4 or 5 years ago that you thought were terrible and disgusting. Yet look at you now as a result of that. I'm sure you're better. I'm sure you've learnt. I'm sure you have become a better person as a result of it. But something had changed. So even though I've lost my job, best believe this is happening for my highest good. And whatever situation you're in, that's as shitty as this, there is a higher reason for this. And there are better things that are coming. Better what ifs. So think like that.
When I left work today, I was bullied into submitting a resignation for a job that I worked really hard for, that I qualified myself for, that I've given years of the federal government service for. And I'm well qualified, so it's not because I was a bad performer at work, and it's not because there was no funding at work, and it's not because of inefficiencies or anything like that. It's because sometimes, I guess, in war there are always casualties, and I'm not gonna say much, but I was forced to resign. But you know what? When you work for something that you own, it's really hard for it to be taken away. And I spent all those years working on something to earn, and I'm gonna switch my mindset and start doing things differently. I'm never gonna step into a 9-to-5 again, because I gave too much of it and I have nothing left of myself to give to a 9-to-5. So moving forward, come April, I'm turning 50 years old, and the next 50 years of my life is gonna be about me, developing me, doing the things that I love. I love TikTok Shop. I love the affiliate program. I didn't know I was gonna like it so much because I'm an introvert, but I love doing that. I love making things. I'm a maker, and I'm adventurous. I'm an island girl. I like to plant and do things meaningful to me, things that will grow me. And I'm not gonna pine over a job that's, I didn't lose. I know where it is. It's still sitting in that office for the government. But I'm not gonna pine about it. I'm just going to dust off, Phoenix rising. And I'm going to assess my wings, assess my bruises, and yeah, know that I can fly again. I can fly again. So I felt a bit disheartened because I've worked really hard to get to the position I was in, and being forced to resign from a job you love, it can be devastating. But guys, it's c'est la vie. C'est la vie. I'm not broken. So follow me if you see my video. I'm trying to grow my audience here on the TikTok shop, and also I'm taking a new direction into becoming a digital marketer, you know, get with the flow and pivot a little bit, and also just to post something. And if you want to check out my showcase, I have this beautiful Bible game. It's a trivia game. I have this beautiful Bible game. It's a trivia game, and you can play it with your friends, your family. If you want to introduce somebody to Christianity, it's a nice soft way to do that. And all you need is 2 players, but you can play it on your own. So guys, I appreciate everybody who has helped go to my showcase, like to my products, and that's it. I will survive. Yes, Phoenix rising.
This is why you should always keep a second job on hand just in case you lose one. What do you think? Thanks for watching. Until next video.